Hello crafters, I'm JanB and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. Today I have a fancy fold card for you. I'm not sure of the name of it yet, but I will go back because I know that I've done something similar to this a long time ago, but previously I did it as a landscape card. But it's like two cards. You've got one card here with this bit tucked into there to keep it closed. And it opens up for a place to write your sentiment. The design series paper is called Perennial Lavender, and the images are from the Painted Lavender stamp set and the matching Painted Lavender dies. These, including the design series paper, are all being carried forward into the new catalogue, which is really good news. It's not often that the design series paper gets carried forward, but to have all three of them together, that's absolutely fabulous. So this started off because I saw a video by somebody who said the easiest fancy fold card ever, in the world I think she called it, and it looked really lovely. And what she had done was she had one card base, just that single piece, and then she had a piece of patterned paper. I can't remember whether she was a Stampin' Up demo or not. I must get back into the habit of making a note of where I get my ideas from, so that you can go back to see that if you'd like to. But this piece here, where I've got just the single sheet of design series paper, she made that come across to here, and then so you can see both sides, because that side you can see the other side of the design series paper. It looked really nice, but it didn't suit me because I like my layers, so I thought I would try doing it my way, which is what I've done here. Now the first one I did was not successful. It was this one here, and the reason why it wasn't successful was because I couldn't quite decide how to get this to tuck in, and I really don't like what I've done here. As you can see, I've put that on dimensionals to give it the height, but no, I just wasn't very happy with that. So my next one, by the time I went to make the next one, I saw somebody who made a card using that sort of idea. Again, hers was horizontal. So I had another go, and this one has got the flap on it. You can see I haven't got the demarcation line, if you like, on this one. It worked, but whereas this is point to point, this one has got a straight bit there. I really had a lot of fun trying to work out what size this needed to be, and in the end I didn't really like it like that. So to make it fit like this, I've made this card bigger than this one. Okay, so now that really is a square, which makes life so much easier. So there was that one, and this is the first successful one I did. This is the one I did this morning because I always like to make a card on the day before I make a video to remind myself of different things I need to say and how I did it actually. So there we go, that's today's card. On all of these three cards I've tried to use different designs here. I didn't really like that one, so I stuck with that one, and then I was looking for different designs on these pieces, and these were the only two sheets with the crumb cake designs. But overall I'm really pleased with it. I think it's a great design and I hope you like it too. So I'm going to start off by telling you the card pieces that you need first of all. It's very, very quick and easy to put together, this one. So first of all you need a card base. I'm going to give you inches for A4 cardstock users. In the box below I will put the measurements for centimetres for A4 cardstock users as well, and also put inches for crafters who use letter-sized cardstock. So this measures 6 1/4 inches by 5 3/4 inches, scored and folded at 4 1/8, which is basically the same as our regular C6 card. It's just that we haven't used that bit. And the colour I've used is Highland Heather. And then inside the card you need a piece of basic white cardstock which measures 3 7/8 inches by 5.5 inches. And then you need a piece of designer series paper which measures 3 3/4 by 5 3/8 inches. For the front of the card you need a piece of basic white which measures 1 7/8 inches by 5.5 inches, and then a piece of DSP which measures 1 3/4 inches by 5 3/8 inches. And then for the card, the little card in the middle, you need a piece of cardstock that measures 5 inches by 3 3/4. I'll say that again, 5 inches by 3 3/4 inches, scored and folded at 2.5 inches. Then you need 2 pieces of basic white. That's one for, because the card's going to be going like that, so that's the front of the card and that's the inside of the card. Okay, so 2 pieces, and they should measure 2 1/4 inches by 3 1/2 inches. And for the front cover you need a piece of design series paper which measures 2 1/8 inches by 3 3/8 inches. And then you need, for the little locking bit here, you need a basic white piece which measures 1 7/8 inches by 1 7/8 inches. Now I have settled for that, which, is that the right one or is that the right one? Yeah, that one. And this measures 1 5/8 inches by 1 5/8 inches. By doing it like this you get the definite white area around it. If you use it, if you do this to this size, which is 1/8 of an inch bigger both sides, you don't get such a obvious white line there. And I like it to pop out like that. But choice is yours. If you want the larger one, this is 1 3/4 inches by 1 3/4 inches, which is 1/8 of an inch both sides bigger than that one there. Okay, so that can go there. That's what we're doing. Just put my measurements over here out of the way. And let's get rid of the, I'll show you the difference in the 2 sizes there. Can't really see, can you? No. Well, it's 1/8 of an inch smaller on 2 sides. The big one's going to go away. Right, I now have my 3, what do we call these? Non-stick mats. That's not the name of them. Very friendly to glue in as much as it won't stick. Right, so I'm going to do the inside of the card first. And I said to you last time, I'm going to start trying to use our Stampin seal. It does strike me as being very, very strong, a lot stronger than snail. And you may remember, if you saw last week's video, I kept struggling because it kept getting stuck. But one of my subscribers actually left a message for me to say, if you use this silicone mat, that's what it's called, when this stops, like that, stopped, if you just put it on there, that starts it off again. I mean, how easy is that? So thank you very much for that bit of advice. It works and it's absolutely superb. So I like to put this on my silicone mat so that you can see, or I can see, the white gap all around. Make sure that it's even. There we go. And I'm going to put Stampin' seal on the back. This is a regular Stampin' seal. We do have another one which is Stampin' Seal Plus, which is meant to be stronger than this, which I haven't tried yet. I'm going to pop this one in here. Doesn't need to be on the silicone mat because it's going onto Highland Heather. There we go. And then to do the front, bring you back. So that's a design I'm using. I could have used this one, but I think it's a bit too busy. And I like this Stampin' seal because it doesn't automatically grab your paper and not give you time. There we go. And then do the back. I think Highland Heather is probably my favourite colour in the Stampin' Up repertoire of papers. Okay, so that's that one, nice and easy. And then this one is largely sticking pieces of paper together. And remember, when you're doing this, you've got to make it so your card opens backwards. I always like to take a close look at this to see if one side, if there's a difference there. Normally there is, but today doesn't look to be. So I'm going to do this one first. So let's do this one. I thought I was going to let me down then. It's Wednesday today, I think it's the 10th of April, and this will be going live on the 12th, 13th, 14th of April. Is that, let me just have a look. Yes, 14th of April, and it's 10th today, so it's 4 days in advance of myself, and that's because we are going out on Friday. We're actually going to be away for the weekend. We're going with my daughter and her husband, and we're going to go and see Michael McIntyre. I don't know how well known he is outside of the UK. I believe he's very well known because I know he does world tours, but he may not be your favourite comedian, but we think he's absolutely great. So what we're going to do is we're going up to London Friday morning. We're going to go to the Tower of London and Tower Bridge. Then we're going to have late lunch, and then we are going to the hotel, check in, get ready, and then off to see the show. And then we're off out again, do a bit more sightseeing in the morning. I don't know why you're letting me down now. You've been working perfectly all day. That's better. That's it, stick with it. Well done. So this is the one for the sentiment or your greeting to be written on. Okay. Now this stage I do go to Tombow because I just think Tombow is a bit stronger. So that to have this bit here, I just feel happier. I'm just going to put some on the back. I'm going to eyeball it to try and get it in the centre. Remembering to put it up the right way. So I want to have an equal gap all the way around there, which isn't always very easy to judge when you're looking at it sideways. I do have my quick ruler to measure what we've got here. Yes, that looks about right. Right, now for this bit here, what we need is bring your trimmer in. Now, unfortunately, half of this is going to be wasted because it's a directional pattern. So if I take this one, for me, this one here has got to go up there for a design. But it is what it is. It's only a little triangle that's being wasted. And what you need to do is get both points into the cutting track and then make sure that your blade is over the cutting area. Now the piece I need is this one. What I should have said was, when you're deciding which way to cut it, just work out which design you need. You need the bottom left hand corner, okay, this one, and therefore you need to turn it and cut it that way so that you get the bottom corner, and that's the little bit of waste. You also need to cut this one. Oops, I moved that. Oh, it's the first time it's done this to me as well. There we go. Oh, that's a little bit off as well. I've done that several times. Can you see that's got a straight edge on it? Not really a point. But let's see if it's... before you glue this on, just check what it looks like on this piece. If you do this, just check what it looks like on there. If you still get your good gap and it works, then you're okay to go. Yep, that's fine by me. Right, again, I'm going to use Tombow for this because it's such a small piece. This paper is just absolutely gorgeous. Right, now to pop it onto this card, the lady that I watched, she used dimensionals. Now what I need is dimensionals on that side and that side. So that side and that one there. And I'm going to use the minis. There we go. And then what I try and do is I make the white edge there line up with that white edge, and that white edge to line up with that one there. There we go. Okay, so you can only see the white edge on that triangle. It lines up beautifully with that one. Okay, so that's that. Then that will tuck into there. Right, now I have done my stamping ahead of time. Now I'll show you what I've done. because I'm never sure quite how I want my designs to go. I did a lot of stamping, and these would also come in handy for other cards that I want to make. Okay, so from the card, the stamp set, this one is that one there. This one is that one. This is a two-step stamp set, and I believe it's that and that go together. I also imagine that probably goes onto there as well. I'm not sure. I haven't really played with it that much, but these little butterflies are absolutely divine, really lovely. This one here is that one there, and this is the one there with all the little centres missing from the flowers. I put the diamantes in there. Okay, I don't know if you can see them there. Yep, you can. I don't put stones on the inside of my cards. So what I think I would do, what one shall I have? Where's the other one? One of those. I've done one of each. Okay, well I'll do that. I'll have 3 butterflies. And I'll have a happy birthday. Now unfortunately the happy birthday is from a set that is retiring, which I'm really disappointed about, because this has really been a go-to for me. It's called Go-To Greetings, and it's got happy birthday 3 times. It's got thinking of you 3 times, just a note 3 times, all different sizes. The only one that's on its own is hello. But I have found this really useful. Beautiful fonts, but it's retiring. So these are what... Oh no, I need one for the inside as well, don't I? In fact, I'm going to do that one for the inside, because I've only used that once, I think. And I need some more butterflies, won't I? Oh, let's just knock them all down. I'm not sure how many I want. Okay, so card. Now this one, because it's going on the front, I'm going to use dimensionals. Now I need some little thin ones there, so what I'm going to do is I've got a long straight bit on the edge here for my dimensionals, so I'm just going to cut some straight bits from there. And it should go up into those like fingers. How many have I got? 1, 2... No, I think 2 will be enough really, won't it? Just the big fingers. Oh, there's another one there. That's a third one. Don't think I'll worry about that one. Does the video look brighter than normal? I bought myself a big, I don't know what you call it really. It's a stand that's got the like box thing on top of it, where it's got silver at the back with a light that really reflects down. And it's largely just for my photographs. I'm taking photographs because I'm disappointed with how they turn out. But I've also used it now to see if it makes this any brighter. So that's that. I'm also going to put the happy birthday on dimensionals. Oh, and the die for this one I don't know if it's retiring this time or whether it's already retired, but it was from Give It a Whirl, and that was the one that gave you the make an interactive card so you could turn the wheel round on it. Double set like that. I'm not getting rid of this at all, because that is the kind of thing that isn't easily found, especially now that it's been retired. One of those things that, yes, I definitely want to have that in my stash. Now, how did I do this other one? Right, I know I put the butterflies on with Tombow. I used 2 of these on the front. I think these little ones that are on this side, so you only see like one wing, I think it's so cute. Yes, you can be going down like that way. And this big one, I normally put it on here, but do you want to be up there? Yes, let's put it up there for a change. So that's that. I just want to decorate the inside now. And I'm going to put these side by side. And then I normally just put a butterfly in here somewhere. Right. I'll do them side by side rather than just on their own. I think that looks a bit better. Looks more like a small bush, doesn't it? And we'll use one of these. Is that all my little ones gone? Nearly. Right, I'm going to put one on the page here. There we go. So that's today's card. It is a very easy card to make. I do agree with the lady who did it, the crafter who did the first one. I've just done mine a bit different, that's all. A different take on it. I hope you like it. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Let's move those out of the way, see how many I can get back into the shot here. If you'd like to buy the products that I've featured in this card, as in the paper is called Perennial Lavender. Just drop that on the floor. Come back. Yes, Perennial Lavender, and the stamp set and the dies are called Painted Lavender, and that are available. The link to my 24/7 online Stampin' Up shop will be in the box below. If you do shop with me during April, please remember, and you're in the UK, please use the hostess code for April, and then when I send you your happy mail, which will be a handmade greeting card by me, including an envelope, the card won't be written in, so you'll be able to use that, and also a handmade thank you gift as well. If you've used the code, I'll also be able to send you some free product as well. So many thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed today's project, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Cheerio.